Well, howdy there, folks, and welcome into today's video. Got an exciting one for you guys here today. We're going to talk about 5 stocks that are millionaire in the making stocks, okay? And I'm even going to share with you guys one bonus stock in this episode. So we actually got 6 stocks we'll get into today, all right? And I made sure I included some stocks I own and some stocks I actually do not have any ownership in. So like literally 0 shares, because I know sometimes folks are like, you only are talking about the stocks you own. So I was like, today, well, I'll give you some stocks that I personally own and some other stocks that I don't own that I think have, potential huge like millionaire maker type, moves in front of them, just like massive potential. And the goal with one of these videos, as always, is not just so you guys can kind of hear my thought process and things like that, but hopefully 1 or 2 of these stocks, or maybe a few of these stocks, are actually kind of, you look into and maybe you end up investing in because you think that company is going to the, much higher levels at 10x, 20x, 30x, or maybe beyond over time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, hope you get a tremendous amount of value out of it. If you don't mind, smash that thumbs up. That helps us out huge in the YouTube algorithm. That helps us get more reach in the channel, more reach on this video, things like that. And I do appreciate all you guys for being here. Much love as always. If you are looking to join us in the private stock group, the link is going to be the pinned comment down there. So if you want to join us in there, definitely check out pinned comment. If you're looking for basically one-on-one coaching from any of our 6-figure or 7-figure coaches, that will be basically, it's part of the application process as well. I think there's a little bit of a backlog now for coaching. So if you want to, try to jump on there before it's too backed up, needless to say, definitely check out pinned comment down there. Alrighty, guys. So first off, I just wanted to mention around the market today, downward moves for the market across the board as of right now, at least. Dow Jones down, S&P 500 down, NASDAQ down, Russell 2000 down. That means a little more buying opportunities out there. And the VIX is up, so we're getting a little volatility. Huge week of earnings coming up. But let's get in these stocks here, guys. First one up of these 5 stocks, and then we'll also have the bonus stock here, is Smile Direct Club, SDC. There's a stock that I do not have any ownership in. I don't own any shares of this particular stock. But when I do look at this company, I do feel like this is one of those stocks that has tremendous long-term upside. And when I'm talking long-term upside, I'm talking about over the next 5-10 years. I think Smile Direct Club over time is a really interesting stock because I think this company actually could end up potentially becoming much more than just what they're known for today. And they could actually become a dental giant over time is really the way I view this particular stock. And I think that's what makes Smile Direct Club very interesting and very intriguing stock, because if they can become more than just what they are today and they can become an overall dental giant over the next 5-10 years and become the biggest name in dental, that's a game changer for a company like Smile Direct Club that's a $3.9 billion market cap here today, all right? And so, yeah, this is a rather intriguing stock, needless to say. What else is, there's a lot of, interesting elements when it comes to Smile Direct Club. One of those being, look at the EPS on this company, okay? EPS for this company is getting to a place, or at least supposed to over the next few years, where they can actually get to a stage where they're going to get profitable, okay? So look at current year. It's supposed to lose 26 cents, but next year they're supposed to only lose 7 cents. Only 7 cents next year, which means potentially next year, if they run the business a little better than expected, they could actually eke out a small profit. And that's a game changer if you're looking at this company, because it's always been a company that's just bleeding money left and right, and the money's just pouring out of them. They're burning cash, as folks like to say, right? Burning through cash. And if all of a sudden next year they actually, run this business really well and they get it to actually profitable business, you see step ups usually in share price, usually around those type of moves, especially if the company has phenomenal growth moving forward in the future for that company. Now, when we look at the growth expected for this company, almost 30% growth expected this year. And keep in mind, over the past year, definitely a lot of folks pushed off anything dental related. So if you needed braces or anything like that, the clear aligners like they have, basically anything dental related. A lot of folks have pushed that back, right? Dental offices, were some of them were actually closed unless you had an emergency over the past, 14 months or so. And a lot of folks are just like, I don't think I want to go and risk myself, because a lot of folks look at like dental and they're kind of like, that's not as important as, other things healthcare related, right? Next year, expected to have almost 25% growth. So the growth in this company expected in future years is still supposed to be absolutely massive. And that's why we're getting this to become a very interesting stock moving forward here when it comes to Smile Direct Club. You have a company that's on the verge of profitability in the next 12 to 18 months, right? You have a company that has very strong growth, and you have a company here that could become much more than what they are today and maybe become a overall dental related giant over the next 5-10 years. And so this is definitely one of those stocks that I had to throw on this list, even though I don't own shares in it. I think it has massive long-term potential for long-term investors, okay? Let's get into the second stock of these 5 stocks, and then we'll get into the bonus stock, okay? Second stock up here is also a stock I have no money directly invested in at the moment. I could potentially in the future, though, but I don't have any invested as of today, is Palantir Technologies, PLTR, all right? About a $40 billion market cap. So if I recall, this is by far and away the biggest market capitalization company of the bunch that we're talking about here today, okay? With Palantir, the way I like to think about Palantir is they're kind of at the forefront of 2 enormous opportunities: data and artificial intelligence. Data, artificial intelligence. That's really the way, I've done a lot of study in this company over the past month or so, and like that's just the simplest way to break down this business. They're at the crossroads of data and artificial intelligence when it comes to business moving forward. A lot of different government related things in the past and still in the present, but now they're really trying to expand that business. And if they're going to expand this business in a massive way, they have to get more and more business clients, okay? And right now they're really focused on Fortune 500 companies, large organizations and companies, okay? But I think what makes Palantir very interesting is not just that opportunity with big companies, but I think this is one of those companies that is going to become much more than that over time. Now, I think it's, a lot of times folks just think, whatever a company is today, that's whatever that company is going to be in 5 years or 10 years from now. And they don't really expand their mind. And it's like, okay, they got new products, new services, and things like that. Great companies continue to innovate. They continue to come out with better things, right? Amazon 10 years ago is not the same Amazon as today, right? Apple, today is not the same Apple as 10 years ago, right? They continue to come out with new products, services, things like that. That it continue to expand their businesses over time. And so Palantir, if this is a top tech company, which I think they have definitely the potential to become a $500 billion market cap, if not $1 trillion market cap long term, right? They're going to likely get a lot more clients over time, right? Customers than just Fortune 500 companies. And I think that's what makes this company very, very special, is not just what's in front of them today, although that's massive. It's actually what can be in front of them 5-10 years out. Because what happens when Palantir launches a technology that is used by small businesses and mid-sized businesses that you don't even really need a sales force for, right? You just basically have that product. It's a great product. It's going to help your small business or mid-sized business. And it's a product that's, in a price point that small businesses and mid-sized businesses can own. I can definitely see Palantir going over there, there over time. They kind of done it smart, right? They're focused on government first. Now it's all about big, huge corporations, then maybe down to mid-sized corporations, then down to small businesses over time. That's where you get this company become just a overall giant in tech. Period. And I think they have a phenomenal opportunity of getting there over the next 5 to 10 years. I think that's what makes this stock such a dang intriguing stock and why it's a potential millionaire making in the stock market, okay? So when it comes to Palantir, the business model's profitable, expected to be profitable this year, 16 cents, 21 cents expected next year. I think this is going to be an extremely profitable business model long term. And I mean extremely profitable. I think longer term, it's going to be hard to find. I mean, even today, it's really hard to find who's a direct competitor to Palantir. And when it's hard to find who's direct competitors to you, you have pricing power long term with your customers and clients, because if you have a needs-based product that they have to use, you're going to be able to get a lot of dang money for your company over time, right? And for your products and services. So when I look at Palantir, it's absolutely one of those stocks that I'm like, I think the story for Palantir long-term is actually not going to be revenue growth, although the revenue growth should be amazing in future years. I think the story 5-10 years out is all about profitability. And can you believe how profitable Palantir is, okay? I think that's going to be where the real story is at. I think this is one of those business models I look at and I say, this could be one of the more profitable business models out there long-term for this company, okay? So yeah, these type of numbers, especially next year, they could blow that away, to be completely honest. I mean, it's very possible they could come in with 50 cents. And if they came in with a number like that, 40, 50 cents, I mean, analysts are going to flip their flapjacks. That's all I'm going to say about that when 21 cents is expected, okay? Revenue growth. A lot of folks that follow this stock like almost religiously, right? When it comes to Palantir, which this stock does have a bit of a cult following, which is actually really, really good for a stock. You want folks to be in the stock for the next 5-10 years and be like, I'm grabbing 100 shares of this and I'm not selling them. I'm grabbing 1,000 shares of this and I'm not selling them. I don't care if Palantir goes to 50. I don't care if this stock goes to 100. That's the type of shareholders you want in a company if you're in a company long term, right? But a lot of those folks that follow this company closely look at these revenue projections and they say, to be quite frank, they're going to destroy these numbers. That's what a lot of those folks would say, okay? I'm not quite at a high enough level yet with Palantir where I can say, oh, they're going to have 40% growth, 50% growth next year, things like that. I'm not quite at that level yet. When it comes to Palantir, there's a lot of my stocks out there I can say that. And with, extreme confidence, I can't say that with Palantir, but at the same time, when I see the type of growth in front of this company, my gosh, I would not be surprised at all if this year they report 40% plus growth and next year they report 40% growth. This is a phenomenal company that I think is doing some really big things moving forward long term. Okay, so not a stock I'm invested in as of today. Very much could be a stock I'm invested in the future. Okay, let's get into a stock that I actually am invested in today and buying this stock extremely heavily right now. This is another one of those stocks I feel like is a millionaire maker stock, and that is Tattooed Chef, TTCF, okay? $1.5 billion market cap, so very small market capitalization company. And when you're talking about these type of, millionaire maker stocks, right? Generally, you're going to want to look under $10 billion market cap. Palantir was by far the biggest, I believe, we have on this list here today. That's, a $40 billion company. And, those are still phenomenal opportunities. It's just harder, right? Usually if I'm finding that next massive stock, I like to look under $10 billion market cap. We're at about a 1.5-ish, somewhere around there for Tattooed Chef right now. This company is getting into everybody that you want to be in right now. Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, in them, and expanding products, expanding SKUs, strong sell-through, unbelievable sell-through actually. They're already in a couple grocery stores, but they're getting in all the big grocery stores, in my opinion, in the back half of this year and in the beginning of 2022. That's a phenomenal opportunity. Freezer aisle. Over the next 3 years, this company is all about freezer aisle, okay? Longer term, snacks, potentially just plant-based meat products in general, selling to commercial companies, restaurants, quick serve, different products like cauliflower rice, maybe some of their plant-based meats, things like that, okay? So, we're talking about a company that has unreal long-term upside for the stock. This company, in my opinion, is going to become 10 years, if we fast forward 10 years from now, Tattooed Chef is a food giant. It's not just some kind of niche company over here. It's a food giant and one of the largest food companies in the world in 10 years, in my personal opinion. And if it's going there, we're talking about 20, 40, 60, maybe even $80 billion market cap long term for this company. That's truly where I believe this company is going. That's why I continue to invest heavily. Anytime the stock drops under basically $19, especially under $20, but $19, I'll buy another 1,000 shares, give me another 1,000 shares. They just launched these products here today. Tattooed Chef expands pizza offering with launch of new plant-based pizzas. That's a huge long-term opportunity for this company and short-term opportunity. They're going to have to ramp up their factories. They're going to have to ramp up production lines. They're going to need to get 24/7. They're going to need to expand their employee base in a massive way over the next year. This company is just going to be in incredible growth mode for as long as I can see. Because that's the thing. Like it's not like it's just this year they're going to grow a ton. Next year, the year after, there's no slowdown anytime soon for TTCF. This is just a crazy opportunity in front of this company. Okay, the best part is, they could already start eking out profits this year Although I don't even care if they make profits this year. I'm like, just expand employees, get more production facilities. Like, you guys need to just go. Okay, it's all about revenue, in the short term for the next 12 months, in my opinion. But longer term, 2022 is already expected to ramp up, profitability. But I think 2023 is going to be the real year. 2023, I think we're going to start to see the truth of the profitability in Tattooed Chef's business model, and it's going to start to be immense. Okay. This company, as far as recently, had about 200 mil of cash on their balance sheet, roughly. And, I don't even think they ever needed to raise money again in the future. That allows them to add more production lines, add more employees. And then on top of that, if you start having profitability roll through, you don't even need to raise any more money. You don't need to dilute shareholder value anymore. Plus, as this company gets bigger and bigger and bigger, if they want to get a bank loan or anything like that, snap of fingers, want to do a bond program, something like that, oh my gosh, that's in the bag. That's cake for them if they want to do anything like that long term as this company gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? That's kind of like, Apple nowadays, right? Apple can just raise $100 billion in a snap of a fingers, right? Tattooed Chef over time is going to be able to raise 200 mil, 400 mil, 600 mil, $1 billion without actually diluting shareholder value if they don't want moving forward. When you're a smaller company, sometimes you have to do those type of moves, right? I don't see that as something Tattooed Chef's going to have to do long term. The growth for this company, 50% expected this year. Don't be surprised if they smash it, okay? Next year, 36%. Laughable. Literally laughable. They're growing 50% plus next year, in my opinion, as well. And like I said, with this one, it's all about the long-term opportunity with this stock. This is not just a short-term story about their, just got great numbers this year and they're getting in all the Target stores this year in a big way. No. Okay? And the best part is when they get in these stores, they have such strong sell-through that they're going to keep expanding products in these stores. That's the best part, okay? It's not like, oh, they got 4 products in Target and that's all they're going to have for eternity. It's like, no. They're going to go to 6. They're going to go to 8. They're going to go to 10. They're going to go to 12, 14, 16. Grocery stores. They're going to probably start in grocery stores and some of the big chains, right? Kroger, which owns Smith's and Fry's and a ton of other brands, Harris Teeter, right? Albertsons, Safeway, Vons, all those, right? Those are the big dog grocery stores, right? Around the United States. They're going to get in those, and then they're going to likely expand more products over time because these things move, and I mean move very well. They're in the perfect opportunity, perfect company, and just crazy growth in front of this company. And it's the most attractive risk reward I can pretty much find in the stock market right now. This is a millionaire in the making stock. That's all I'll say about this. And by the way, by the end of this month, very high probability I could have $1 million in this stock because it is that dang attractive to me. And I think that million is going to grow to 10 million plus over the next 10 years. Okay. I think 10 million is conservative. I think it'll actually grow to much more than that over the next 10 years. So love that one. Okay. Let's get in. We got 2 more stocks here, and then we got the bonus stocks. So 3 more stocks to get into here. Okay. Next one up here. This one's called NXCF AR Solutions. Okay. NXCF, $2 stock here today. Really small market cap on this one. I'm not invested in this one at all as of today. Under a $200 million market cap. And this company is very focused on augmented reality. And they want to be one of the biggest players in augmented reality long term. Okay. And so let me read you a little bit about their business model here, and then we'll kind of get in this one a little bit more. Okay. NXCF AR Solutions Corporation engages in the acquisition and development of augmented reality technology, AR. The company offers its e-commerce, the browser-based and web-enabled AR shopping platform, NXCF University, and app-based solution that allows companies and educational establishments to leverage their existing 20 assets and overlay immersive 3D AR experiences on top of that content for an interactive training experience. NXCF Studios for branded entertainment and immersive 360 experiences. NXCF 3D AR 360 is an end-to-end solution that gives customers an interactive experience by transforming their products into AR models, as well as capture AR and AR technology that makes 3D augmented reality creation accessible. In addition, the company sells vacuum cleaners. Okay, that's kind of the weird part of the business. Okay, it's like, what are you guys doing? Vacuum cleaners, that's why what makes this one a little bit of a strange stock. Okay, but needless to say, why anybody would invest in a stock is strictly because of what they think this company has potential to do in augmented reality long term. Okay, and I mean, there's a lot of different things they can do. They can sell, their platforms to clients. They can license technology to companies and just get a fee off of that. There's a lot of different routes this company can go long term, as long as their technology is very good with this one. And when it comes to this particular stock, it is, of these stocks we're talking about here today, this is the highest risk one in my opinion. Okay. However, they are going after a massive opportunity in augmented reality, right? I'm super bullish on like a virtual reality, augmented reality over the next decade. I think this is just a huge industry, and I'm not seeing a lot of companies really innovate the way they should be innovating, which means essentially the winners in the space are going to have ridiculous market share opportunities for these companies. Okay, I got the Oculus back there, and you guys probably can't see it too well. No, you still can't see it even if I do that. But I have the Oculus back there, from the FB, obviously, right? They own Oculus, and they got 10,000 plus employees and engineers on that company working just on augmented reality and virtual reality, right? And I think this is just a crazy opportunity. And so a company like this has a very, very small market cap. It's like maybe they could be bought out over time. Maybe they could license technology, or maybe they just, sell their products to clients out there. Like I said, very high risk, very high rewards potential for this company, very speculative, but I gotta say, it is interesting as a spec play, because if they hit the way they had the potential to, oh my gosh, okay, they are expected to grow revenue over 100% in 2021 for this company. So very interesting stock, high risk, high reward. We'll see what happens with that one, okay? Let's get in this next stock up here, and then we'll get into the bonus stock, okay? Next stock up here is GTECH Holdings, GTTF. This is a stock I am directly invested in. I own, oh my gosh, a lot of shares of stock, okay? I'm not even sure the specific number, but it's definitely in the hundreds of thousands of shares. I don't think I own 1 million shares of stock, but it's in the hundreds of thousands, okay? $121 million market cap. This company plays on the high end, no pun intended, the high end of the Jack Jackson space. Very small market cap here, fast growth company, been growing like triple digits. I think right now they're pretty much in Canada. They just announced a deal where they're actually going to ship some product to Israel. I think long term, the real opportunity for this company is in not just North America, but the United States, okay? The United States of America. That's where the huge opportunity is for GTECH long term. I like Norton over there, the CEO. I think he's got his head on straight. I think he's really focused on growing this company into a big player in the Jack Jackson space long term, but specifically on the high end of the market. And always having that premium experience for customers, which I think is very, very important. GTECH's not just going to, from all the research I've ever done in this company, they're not just trying to focus on a generic product, something that tastes stale, that maybe somebody that's new to the Jack Jackson space, they wouldn't know the difference. If you're a premium consumer of these products, I think you're going to be able to basically just the whole experience from the product itself, from the packaging, the glass jars, everything about it is going to be higher end than you're going to get at most other companies, just flat out. And they actually just announced this deal. Basically, they repaid $6 million loan, and they eliminated all debt for this company, okay? Look at this, okay? This was just announced here today. The complete elimination of the company's debt, including the repayment of a promissory note, which will deliver $1 million in interest savings over the next 12 months. The company is now free of all debt liabilities, with all security interests removed, and the company's assets fully unencumbered. I'm not the best at pronouncing words. You guys know this, okay? Accordingly, the company now has a strong working capital position and balance sheet, with a current cash balance of approximately $19 million. No debt, $19 million on this balance sheet. And remember, this is $100-something million market capitalization here when it comes to GTTF, okay? So they're growing triple digits. They got I think a brilliant CEO in front of this company. It's a super small market cap, no debt, cash loaded for the size of the company, and they haven't even touched the United States market yet, right? Woo! Okay, millionaire in the making potential stock, definitely. Comes with its risks. I would call this one probably the second riskiest stock. But my gosh, when you got no debt and you got 19 mil of cash, and you got triple digit growth, and you got a CEO who definitely, I think, knows what he's doing with Norton over there, right? I mean, could this company become a $1 billion company over the next 10 years? A $5 billion, $10 billion? There's going to be probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 different companies with a $10 billion plus market cap just in the Jack Jackson space because this is such a massive industry. And there's going to be probably hundreds of companies in the space that have over $1 billion market cap long term, right? You know, when you think about all these companies all over the world, I mean, my gosh, this one has crazy upside potential in front of it. So yeah, this is a stock I'm a glad holder of. And if it falls under 60 cents, I will buy more shares of this stock. I'm more confident than ever in the stock. Now that they got that debt out of the way, and now that they got that, you know, cash to the sky for where this company's at. Woo! Okay, super excited about that one. So that's the 5 stocks. Let's get in the bonus stock here. This one we won't get into deep because I've talked about this one a couple times recently, and that is the Planet. Okay, this continues to be a millionaire in the making stock, in my opinion. Okay, it's still just over a $1 billion market cap. I was down at the Planet on yesterday, actually Sunday. Had lunch down there, checked in on business, and wow. It was packed, okay? Absolutely packed. That was at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you think a lot of people would have left Vegas, right? Already. Place was packed. I mean, absolutely jam-packed. You know, whoo. Wait till Orange County opens. Oh my gosh, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Wait till Orange County opens. Analysts have 127 mil this company doing for revenue this year. They're going to blow that to smithereens, okay? Smithereens. I don't think I've used that word in a long time. They're going to absolutely just, oh my gosh, okay? I released a video recently about this stock will 10x soon on this channel. That was last week. If you didn't get to check out that video or you want to watch it again, definitely check out that video because that's a very, very darn important video if you're at all interested in the stock. I go into numbers in that. And I think, honestly, even over the past week, I look back at those numbers and I think I was too conservative. I'll be straight up honest. I had 157 mil for this company doing revenue. Analysts are at 127 mil. And I think my 157 mil for this year, conservative. I think it's too conservative. I think they're going to actually probably even beat that number. And the long-term opportunity in front of this company over the next 5-10 years is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And if you're looking to join us in the private stock group, check out pinned comment down there. As always, guys, if you're looking to be coached by any of our 7-figure, 6-figure students of mine that are now coaches and do just an unbelievable job, our customer satisfaction for the coaching program is over 98%. It's absolutely ridiculous. So if you're looking to take your investing to the next level and you want to be coached by somebody, that is an opportunity for you. That's pinned comment down there. Much love as always, guys. Don't forget to smash a thumbs up if you didn't already. That helps us out huge in the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you appreciate me sharing stocks like this with you guys. Much love and peace.